Muy buenas a todos, chicos, chicas, señores, señoras. Bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo para el canal. Hoy os traigo la continuación de Genshin Impact Sumeru. No me acuerdo muy bien de lo que pasó porque yo llevo días sin jugar, literalmente. Grabé todos los vídeos de seguido y no me acuerdo ahí mismo. Vamos a hablarlo. Me acuerdo que había que entrar en este hospital, pero no me acuerdo por qué, es decir... me acuerdo que yo he editado los vídeos, por lo cual sé lo que hay que hacer, en plan... Estuvimos interrogando a un par de personas y luego a una chica que nos dijo algo de este hospital, pero no sé muy bien qué hay que hacer. Voy a acabar con los pesados estos un segundito. Por esto me tocó Cino. Intenté tirar por Candas para que me tocase y no sé por qué, pero me tocó Cino. El problema es que de momento lo tengo a nivel 40, entonces claro. Lo tengo aquí a nivel 40. No puedo subirlo porque necesito los cangrejos estos raros. Entonces pues claro, pues hasta que no tenga buen nivel pues no lo voy a utilizar. Y bueno, ya que estoy, si alguien está viendo este vídeo y me quiere ayudar, si me dice un buen arma para Cino y tal, pues yo se lo agradecería mucho, sabiendo que soy, entre comillas, free to play, porque no tengo ningún arma así legendaria. Yo de artefactos le he puesto pues los eléctricos y ya está. Pero bueno, si alguien me da algún consejo y tal, pues yo lo agradezco, de verdad. Pero bueno, venga, que llevamos ya 2 minutos de vídeo. Vamos a entrar al hospital este. Bueno, son monstruos, entre comillas, sencillos. Ahí va, me he puesto al viajero dentro. Me he puesto aquí. Vale, ahora lo cambio. No pasa nada, no hay drama. Estos monstruos son bastante feicillos. Me he dado cuenta al editar los vídeos que a veces no pronuncio bien las palabras y no se me entiende una mierda. Espero que me lo perdonéis. No soy muy bueno hablando, entonces pues pronunciando sea aún peor. Pero hay más, joder. Pues mira que bien me va a venir Cli aquí. Mira que bien me va a venir Cli aquí. Porque Cli a los geos se los carga bien. Y es explosiva, por lo cual contra los geos viene de puta madre. Vale, vamos a usar un par de ultis y ya está. Nada, vamos a hacer pulpo. Lo malo de Yelan es que no se combina bien con Ganju, tío. Porque por ejemplo con Ayaka era la hostia. Pero con Ganju no se sincroniza también porque la última no funciona. O sea, sí, Ganju lo bueno que tiene es que los ataques cargados son la hostia. Pero claro, al tener que cargar todo el ataque, no renta porque la habilidad de Yelan no sale tan rápido.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Ojo.
Let's go in and take a look.
Revisen cuidadosamente el hospital. Bueno, un poco lamentable, ¿no? El hospital este.
Hey, Ethan! We haven't found Squat! Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Yo es que no me acuerdo de por qué estamos aquí, la verdad.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn.
Por la esquizofrénica esta, tío, es verdad que había una chica que decía que escuchaba llantos y tal. Vale, vale.
Until then. I'm taking a break.
Che, cabrón.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Claro, que busquen los dos tontos mientras yo leo, ¿no?
Okay, sure.
Huh? natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency
Pero qué
to
coño está
follow
leyendo, tío, me
its
está doliendo hasta la
natural
cabeza.
trajectory?
So, you got that?
No.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Si lo pregunta,
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Uy, va,
Hey,
jodido,
what
jodido
good
la
is
cara.
that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies. Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon? Oh, right. Okay then.
O sea, que coño tanto también, cabrón.
Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you.
Oh. Es 8 de noche, sí.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
¿Qué cojones? Qué susto me he dado, tío. Pensaba que era en mi casa. Me cago en su puta madre. Os juro que casi se me salta el puto corazón del pecho. Pensaba que era en mi puta casa, tío. No, vale, son las voces del juego, vale. Hostia, tío. Os juro que me voy a cojonar por un momento.
What was that sound?
Vale, es...
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Hostia, pero qué mal rollo, ¿no? No, que entre él solo. Yo me quiero quedar fuera.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Tío, qué mal rollo, macho. No me jodas.
It's from below.
Qué creepy se puso Genshin Impact, ¿no?
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Vale. Ojo. Ah, me ha echado. Investiga los monumentos elementales que hay por el hospital. Coño, me cago en la puta. Ojo, ¿y esto? Pues para mí. Regalito. Vale, voy a sacar al viajero. Porque podría sacar también a Coley, pero la tengo a nivel 40 o
There's
así.
still a long road ahead.
A ver, supongo que será esto, ¿no? Correcto. Vale. Vamos a seguir buscando los demás. Joder, pues me duele el pecho, lo digo en serio, ¿eh? Joder, me ha asustado. Vale. Aquí creo que estoy salido del círculo, por lo cual no creo que estén aquí, pero... hostias. Qué por culo dan los arqueros, tío, siempre. Todos los putos juegos, tío.
Access denied.
Ay, pero tengo que pasar, no puedo subir. Bien, gracias. Se agradece la colaboración. Vale. ¿Y dónde puede estar el resto? Aquí hay uno, pero está bloqueado. Vale.
No touching.
Easy.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ya con el viajero también se completa muy bien, porque es como es espada.
Born of ice and frost.
Bien.
We're waiting.
Vale, ya que hay
For
más.
Rex Lapis.
Lo matamos rápido.
Focus.
Que duros estos bichos, tío. Tengo ganas, tío, de subir a Cino. Fíjate que nunca tengo suerte a la hora de tirar en los banners, pero joder, me tocó creo que al 15º intento. Pero es el susto. Y fíjate que Cino yo no le quería, yo quería borrar para nacida, pero bueno. A ver, si a mí me lo regalan, no creo que nadie diga que no un regalo. Y me queda uno. Estará por aquí, ¿no? No, aquí ya está este. Vale, estoy arriba. Cómo me gusta lo de las enredaderas estas raras, tío. ¿Qué es estas opciones? Vale. No va a ser muy duro, no es nada. He hecho mucho drama para lo que era. Ahí está. Vale. Entra al nivel inferior. ¿Cómo entro al nivel inferior aquí? Ostras, tío. Paciente Abbas, varón, 23 años. Tiene un lunar en el lado izquierdo de la frente zurdo. Bueno, sí, a ver. Si esto es un hospital, no me imagino que tenían que tomar apuntes. No te rindas, optimista. Todos los seres vivos se encuentran bajo la protección divina, no de rendirse. Vale. A ver, no es raro, es un hospital, es decir, tenían que apuntar... Sí, aquí lo mismo. Tenían que apuntar las enfermedades y las recetas, no hay nada de raro aquí, ¿no? Vale, más avisos. Turnos de mañana, en caso de emergencia, lunes, martes, miércoles... ¿Esto es importante o son cositas que nos meten porque sí? Desde los hallos inferior. Nah. Medicina, ¿no? Vale.
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait.
No me deja dar.
You're...
Un erudito loco.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, Through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed: the scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, no es posible. La mayoría de los eruditos que se han vuelto locos han estado en contacto con la consciencia divina dentro del bosque. Eso es lo que busca la academia. Incluso se puede decir que estos conocimientos están relacionados con los Fatui, con el Doctor y con los Scaramuccia. Los están usando para convertir a Scaramuccia en un dios.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Puede que rechace la idea de una mayor responsabilidad moral, pero justifican sus acciones porque son fieles a sus motivaciones personales. Quizás alguien así sería un mejor aliado.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Vale. Pues yo voy a dejar aquí el episodio de hoy, ¿vale? Sí, voy a pedir perdón porque en los últimos videos, no sé por qué, pero el audio como que se corta al final a la hora de despedida, ¿vale? No he podido hacer nada porque todos esos videos los grabé de seguido, entonces claro, no podía recuperar el audio porque no iba. Voy a intentar hacer un experimento hoy a ver si funciona. Y espero que sí, porque si no, no sé por qué no me graba bien el audio final. Pero bueno, yo lo voy a dejar aquí, espero que os haya gustado. Y nos vemos mañana con el siguiente episodio. Adiós.